A little bit of everything this morning, but for us here locally, it's mainly about the cold rain. Now, if you were traveling into western North Carolina, the higher elevations along East Tennessee, Smokies, that's where we're dealing with more of a wintry mix of snow and sleet. Again, you can see it's just all green here locally, and a lot of the rain is moving out for us, but the fog going to stick around. So reduced visibility for your way out from Dunlap to Chattanooga, Monteagle, and then, of course, back towards western North Carolina. So, yeah, we are dealing with some issues out there, but we are, for the most part, above freezing across the board. 40s here in the valley. The further east you go, it gets a little bit colder. So Murphy 37, but there are parts of Cherokee and Monroe counties that are a lot closer to freezing, especially once you go higher up, elevations over 3,000 feet. Of course, that's where you could see some of that wintry mix this morning. High temperatures once again going to be in the 40s, 30s along the Cumberland Plateau, and later on today, there's going to be some residual moisture coming in, and that could lead to maybe a few pockets of flurries in parts of Sequatchie, Grundy, Marion, Van Buren, Bledsoe counties, while the better snow chances, of course, stay right along that Tennessee-North Carolina line. But again, after this batch of rain moves out this morning for us, at least for valley locations, we might not see rain for another several days. It looks like we're really going to start to dry out. We'll have a lot of clouds around today. I doubt they break, but we could have a few peaks of sunshine later on, and then we'll gradually start to clear out tonight, and that will allow for temperatures to drop off pretty quickly. But again, if you're looking to see any flakes today, the best chance is going to be Grundy, Marion, Sequatchie, Bledsoe, Monroe, Cherokee counties. Again, the higher elevations outside of the valley, and any accumulation should kind of stay confined to that Tennessee-North Carolina line where several inches will be possible in those higher elevations. And you can see that with our in-house model, heading down I-40 towards Asheville, up towards the Tri-Cities. That's where there's going to be some accumulating snow today. Notice no blue showing up for us, so we're just dealing again with that cold rain this morning. And as we look ahead, it actually is trending much drier the rest of the week. Rainfall amounts through the next 7 days, maybe a couple hundredths of an inch, and that's barely even enough to wet the ground. So we really are going to have some nice weather the rest of the week, and we're going to stay below normal in the eastern half of the country. It looks like we're not going to have a huge surge of cold air. It's just going to be on the cooler side. Now, earlier this weekend, the model's really starting to pick up on very cold air this weekend, but that is trending warmer now. And Saturday and Sunday, instead of being in the 30s, likely to be in the 40s and 50s. So just kind of a continuation of the weather that we've been having. But today, 47, a little bit of drizzle and fog this morning, chilly temperatures, chance for a few high elevation flurries later on. Tonight, it is going to be cold with those overnight temperatures dropping below freezing. And then looking ahead to your next 7 days, really not a whole lot of issues coming our way after this morning's rain and fog. We're going to have sunshine tomorrow, and then the rest of the week we're going to climb to almost 60 Wednesday, and of course share your Christmas Friday. Big deal for us, and looks like we're going to have some pretty nice weather for it.
Okay, can't complain about that.
Yeah, and this weekend it was kind of dreary, but things are changing in a good way for us.
There we go. All right, Clay, thank you.